Well, our next author is the author of a book that will also be read in the home, but for totally different reasons. Sequoia Stafford is the author of It's Hard: Sexual Satisfaction Secrets to Beat Erectile Dysfunction. Well, I am very excited. This book is on audiobook. I hope you got a good narrator. I haven't heard it yet.
Oh, she's amazing. Lisa York did a great job. She's similar to my timbre, and because I was getting it produced while we were on lockdown, I had so many other things going on. It was really good to have somebody else actually read the book, and it really gave me an opportunity to go, oh wow, my book actually really lands and makes a lot of sense when I'm hearing somebody else read it. So yeah, she's great.
I love that. Who do you want to listen to this audiobook? Who's the book for, and who do you imagine listening? Where are they? Why are they listening? What's going on in their life?
Yeah, so I really want couples to listen to this book. I want couples of any age. I think I talked about this at the launch of the paperback and ebook. Um, Erectile dysfunction is something that's happening to men younger and younger, in their 20s even. It's an epidemic in itself. And, I think that it's coming about in this day and age right now because we've lost connection with our body, mind, and spirit. And, I'm a tantra educator, and I've seen people come through my programs, and they're having issues with the physical body, and that's directly related to the fact that they're having issues with their own soulful connection to themselves and then also their partners. So for me, it's really, really important that couples listen to this. Women who are in partnerships and their husbands or their men are not talking to them about the issues they're having with their functionality. Most men will hide this secret from their partner. They'll even take Viagra or Cialis without them knowing. I've had that happen to me, and I teach couples how to function properly sexually. So it was shocking to me when a partner of mine was taking something and didn't tell me. The reason I want couples to listen to this book is because it's really a love story. It's a love story about our own sexual reverence and freedom. And that kind of love story needs to be heard, it needs to be felt, and it needs to be expressed openly. One of the things that I found while writing this book is so many people don't talk about their intimacy. And like I gave you an example, couples don't even talk about intimacy with each other very well. And what I'm trying to do with my mission in my book is have the hard conversations, have the conversations about what intimacy is like for you, so that you can have the intimacy that you dream of. And I really think that the fact that we all got here because we were a part of an intimate sexual experience, and in the book I call
I guess
sex,
that's true. Yeah.
we're all here because of that. So why don't we talk about it? It's taboo, but it shouldn't be taboo. It should be something and this is what I say in the book, it should be something that we have reverence for. And I turned sex around in this book to call it Sacred Experiences of Ecstasy, SEX. And that's what it's about. It's not about skin bags, friction, and a climax with that kind of physical form only. It's that and the spiritual experience of looking into your lover's eyes and getting to know them at a level that is sacred and has a purpose of finding out who you are and finding out who they are. And that is why I want everybody to listen to this book. It doesn't matter if you have erectile dysfunction. It's about beating it. It's about not letting it happen to you. And if it's starting to happen to you, let's get on the other side of it and see what that lesson was all about for us to learn. And I go through my own lessons that I learned throughout my life and how I have such compassion and empathy for people going through this, because I've gone through body parts of mine that weren't working. And when a man has such an important body part that they have their identity wrapped around that is not functioning, it can be really devastating. And I bring a lot of empathy for not only the men, but also their partners.
It's such a powerful story, and we really don't talk about it enough. I love that you made the connection. That is how we all got here. So what's the best thing to have come out of writing this book and getting it out in the world?
I love one of the other authors said, this is a journey of being brave to be an author. And as I've just said, this is a hard conversation for everybody to have. The title isn't a mistake. It was hard for me to become an author of this kind of book, not because it's something embarrassing that I work on. I'm really proud of the work that I do and the difference that I make in people's lives. But it was brave for me to really say, look, this is something we all have to talk about. It's something we should all be proud of. It's something that we should, really have a reverence for ourselves. And the best thing that came out of it for me is that I had the brave, I call it courageous vulnerability. And, as someone who grew up dyslexic with quote unquote, I was labeled learning disabled, it was a hero's journey for me to write a book. And now I have my second one. And now I'm realizing that all of my work is all tied up together. My next one is all about jealousy and open relationships. And I realized that jealousy, envy is at the heart of the first book also, because men who are dealing with this, they're looking at other men who can have sex normally, quote unquote, and they're jealous of what that other person has. So it's no mistake that the first book was about this and my next book is about dealing with jealousy. I write in this first book that I want everybody to just keep getting back up. Don't give up, because just because something's not working the way you think it should right now doesn't mean that that's going to be the way it is forever. And if we can really deal with our sadness of loss and the betrayal of our body, or the betrayal of the cards we were dealt in life, then we can actually see the beautiful lessons that are sitting right underneath that.
Yeah. Well, you can find these beautiful lessons now on audiobook in Sequoia Stafford's It's Hard: Sexual Satisfaction Secrets to Beat Erectile Dysfunction. Congratulations.
Thank you. And it's been a dream working with you guys. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
We love you.
Love you too.